Okay, welcome everyone to the S.H.O.P, the social hub of positivity. As you can probably tell, for those of you who watch it, we're not in Emerygate, but hi to everyone in Emerygate, all the management, Jack and all the people, all our great volunteers. But we are actually at Can Do HQ, which is just on the same sort of part of our local town as this wonderful person, Chonette, who is, amongst other things, as well as being a wonderful person, a chocolatier and a member of the Civic Society, and you're just about to get a Civic Award, which I think...
See, that is not official.
It's not official.
I mean, yes, I got the letter officially. Look.
You got the letter officially, but...
Yes, I got the letter officially.
I mean, it's official only as far as that letter. Well, when is it? Excuse me. Please don't tell anyone, I'm going to shoot you in the knee. Okay, that's quite violent. Okay, when is it? Look. Right. You're about to, I don't know when this is going out. Maybe it will be in September. What's October, isn't it? Yeah, yes. Okay. By the time you watch this, or when you re-watch this, Chonette will have been given her Civic Award, and well deserved, because anyone that has come to Chippenham, or we're going to show you some beautiful photographs of this piece of land that you have transformed for the benefit of the whole of the community. I always wondered, because it's the end of Foghamshire in Chippenham, who had done that. I suddenly thought that the town council had gone against their normal, I don't know what I want to describe what their normal thing is, and actually become really productive and sort of in keeping with the community that they're supposed to serve. But it wasn't, it was actually an individual who lived here. So tell us, Chonette, you unofficial civic superstar, yeah?
How the idea came.
How the idea came. See, I don't even have to do this interview, people. Look, this is how professional this lady is.
No.
Carry on.
What happened is that the green was kept very tidy. And then by me and a couple of children that used to come and play, you know. And it was really a lot of fun. Then I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2002, and then I spent 10 years having treatments.
Wow.
So the green got out of control, full of brambles, full of ivy. The wall was sort of covered with ivy, and it was sort of not a very pleasant place to be. So while I was having treatments, and I used to be very bored, my daughter said, "Mommy, why don't you watch those old films that you love?" So I watched a film called The Bucket List, and I didn't have a clue what the bucket list was. So then I thought, what a brilliant idea. Let's make a bucket list. And then I went through things that most people do, and I've done everything in life. I didn't have a single thing to put on a bucket list.
Wow.
So the green project came to my head. I thought, if I do 3 meters every year, by the time I die, I hopefully will have finished it.
Wow.
Well, I'm still here after 13 years. So,
No, the town's
so I have finished it. So now all I have to do is maintain it, and hopefully find people that want to learn.
Yeah.
So then in the future, you know,
we should get involved, I think. It would be really good to work out how we and the wonderful young people that come here could help on a regular, because we're neighbours, aren't we?
Yes.
Guinevere of the right. So
I have to make a calendar.
I think
with
so.
the different things that happen every time of year. It's not a lot of work, because all the hard work has been done, you know.
That's the way I like it.
Yes.
I like to join in then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, my tree surgeon has been fantastic, and he got very excited as well about creating this. So anytime they have any nice, interesting logs, then you know, brings them. And because he's an expert, then he knows how to lay the terraces and how to.
They are fantastic. I thought, as I say, it's a proper job, as our John likes to say in Cornwall.
Yes.
It's a proper job. You'll see the photographs. As we're talking now, you will see the photographs that are on this PDF of this, the Buttercross Bulletin, which is the Chippenham Civic Society. Fantastic. There's lots, Civil War. Is it my imagination, or
Yes,
do we have a
yes,
Civil
that
War
was-
reenactment
oh,
every
yes,
year?
Yes, this was amazing this year.
Well, it was amazing every year because it's the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but this year will look much bigger than other years. I remember because I've been to many.
Yeah, so of the reenactment of the Civil
Yes,
War. Isn't that
yes.
funny?
So
How we've only.
it was really fantastic. You know.
Yes, I mean, you've seen one, you've literally
Yes.
seen them all.
And you
But,
can talk to the.
Who's this man here with the
The
upside down head?
craftsman.
Oh, that's the guy from the town council. Oh yeah, right. Beautiful thing. This is actually good. Where do you get hold of this? This civics
if
association.
you're a member
Oh yeah,
of the civics, it's very cheap to be a member. It's only £15 a year.
£15 a year.
Yes, I mean you just
Excellent.
spend like going out for coffee and cake. This
Okay. Well, if you can get.
So,
Well, where do you get your coffee and cake for £15 a time?
yes. Okay, maybe you have 2 pieces
Two of
cake.
you. I'll definitely have 2 pieces. So Mike Stone is obviously a person that of
Yes.
this who lots of people will know
Yes.
for his historic work,
Yes.
photography, the books that he does. Melissa Barnett is a wonderful person from the museum. And
Then you have,
yeah. Okay, I see what's going on here. Nice, that's lovely. Right, and what? Does this get delivered to your door?
yes, it gets delivered to my door.
Wicked, isn't it? All this stuff that's going on that
Yes.
a lot of people don't really know about, that is absolutely fantastic. We're going to show you photographs of the garden. My God, it's amazing the stuff you've done on that.
Yeah, and that's just
Beautiful. Yeah, this tree surgeon.
Yes, my tree
Fair
surgeon.
play to him.
Yes,
Steve Soward.
yes.
Isn't that a nice name? Soward. I wonder what that derives from. S.O.W. Soward.
I
Do you think
have
it's
no
a pig?
idea
A
on
pig,
this. Yes.
female pig farmer. Don't know if that's the thing. This is amazing.
So
Congratulations.
you see, for instance,
It's good to see people doing
this-
good things for their community. Let that be a beacon of.
Look,
Is this Mike Stone
Look,
stuff there? That's one of his
yes.
books, is it? No, David
no,
Pollard.
look, this corner.
Yeah, Chippenham things.
That's how it was in the old days.
Yes. Oh my God! Look how destroyed it's been.
Yeah.
It's terrible, isn't it? I tell you what. Look, this photo of Ulstrom. Literally, that woman will be at the opening of an eye. This here, the old buildings. It's a shame. This building's quite a beautiful one, but that is not, is it? That what? No offence to the current occupiers of that building, because they didn't build it. To show you sometimes the people that get involved in town councils have literally no imagination. Maybe that's why they get involved in being the councillors. I know lots of people on this.
Yes, you see.
You see, look, it's lovely. I love it.
And you
It's
could
gorgeous.
write an article for the bulletin as well.
They wouldn't want one from me.
Why not?
Because you see, what you see here is a lot of lovely things that on the surface look like we've got a really cohesive, well supported and functional community, but actually, because we work in the community, work in society, the truth is far from that, my dear.
Yes,
the people.
but then if you are within, you can influence how to improve things.
Well, I've done it for. We've been going for 24 years, up against some interesting people. Actually, up against. You would have thought that the council, particularly, or the district council as it was, or the county council, would be beating a path to our door because we work with hardest members of communities, etc., etc. No other organisation works in the same way locally and nationally or internationally even. But unfortunately what happens is, and you get this in a lot of, I think it's called professional jealousy or it's something like that, where you have people in roles, jobs, who aren't necessarily very good at it, but they're very protectionist of that. So they don't like people like me telling the truth
Okay, for
about what they get up
instance,
to.
in the green,
Yes, that green there.
all the undesirable people used to hide behind the brambles with drugs. So,
Undesirable people used to hide behind but down there.
yes, and
Wow.
the police have to check it very regularly because you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
As a couple of times, maybe
When you say
more.
undesirable, do you mean conservatives?
Yes, we don't get into politics.
Always get into politics. It's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. Carry on.
So the thing is,
Stop it.
the
Yeah.
thing is, since I clean it up
Right.
and landscape it,
Yeah.
nice people enjoy the place. They go, parents with children.
Have you seen it?
No.
You need to have a look. You see the work that you put in. I have to tell you, I'm amazed. And it looks, it's the work
So
for 10
something
people.
that had a negative
Yes.
thing has been converted into something positive.
Yeah.
Just by playing, it was hard work sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really quite enjoyable to be there
Yes.
doing things.
Yes. And you've changed the face of, and this is again, I think this is the whole thing about people acting locally, thinking globally. You have definitely improved on a physical level that piece of land. You've definitely improved it, probably the biodiversity in a way, because you've got so much more stuff going
but
on.
I've
Flowers.
been able to do that because I have lived in many countries.
Yeah.
So I pick up things that I like from each country.
Yeah.
For instance, I spent quite a few winters in Brazil, and I got two friends there where I stay with. One is a farmer, and the other one is a chef.
Yeah.
She's got the line. So one year we wanted to grow some papaya trees.
Right.
But the only land available was on the hill. So I thought, what can I do? So I thought I look around, find logs, and then I make terraces so the soil doesn't run down when it rains. So then when I did the green, I had the same situation. So I thought, if I did that in Pyrenopolis, I can do that in Chippenham. Okay, here is not tropical, but it's the same problem. If it rains, the soil goes down.
Run away.
But then putting the terraces with trunks, then you stop it.
So where did you get the wood from for the?
My tree surgeon provides everything.
Right, so he's great. So he brought you the.
He always, whenever there's something that has to be chucked away, instead of throwing it away or taking to the depot for recycling, whatever, he brings it here. And then we decided how we were
to
going
see if it's raining, because we could go and see it.
Yes.
You can actually explain this. Should we go and see it?
Yes.
Cut there 2 seconds, because I would love it. It's really important, because what you're describing, you can point out how you're doing it. 'Cause it's
So you see how steep it is?
Yeah.
If you plant things there, when it rains, the rain brings the soil down. So the only way to do it is by doing terraces. That's how they used to do in the old days. And if you go to the north of Spain and in Asia, in many countries, they do terraces. So that way you got flat areas to grow things, and the rain doesn't do it down.
Sorry to get in your way there. So literally what you've been talking about, these terraces.
Yes. So
How amazing is this?
Amazing.
Hey, is that a stepping stone thing?
Well, yes, we didn't
Stepping
want,
stone wood.
yeah, we didn't want it to look like steps.
In case someone.
But then I need to go up for the maintenance of where the house is.
I was going to say.
Yes.
Can we go up it?
Yes,
Which way are you going to go up?
well, I'll
Can I
go up here, but
keep filming, but I don't want you to fall over. So how are we
That's
going to
fine.
do this? You sure?
Yeah.
Because it's stunt work now. We're going into a different.
yes,
I won't sue you if I fall over, it's okay.
have access.
Oh,
You go first.
yeah. Wow. Look at this. Do you know what? I've never been up here because I didn't really understand what it was until obviously we met you.
So you see, but I have young people that love picking this up.
Did you pick it up?
Yes, they like it. I mean, it will eventually come off,
Yeah, yeah.
but you know, it's best to leave it natural.
So it just,
Instead of-
rocks at its own time.
Yes.
Wow.
So we did this area last year.
Yeah.
This was what we did in the past.
Yeah,
They had a lot of dead trees and branches.
yeah.
So Steve cleared up what was dead and then did the terraces to stop it, you know, the soil going down. And it's hundreds of daffodils there.
There's a wren. See the wren over there? It's one of the smallest birds in the country. It was a gold crest, isn't it? Smaller, but isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
See it?
So those ones, a cuttings I put last year,
Yeah.
and eventually they will be like this. You see how quickly? And these ones I also put them last year.
Yeah. They're such good.
So because this is still and I didn't know to have a big terrace, I thought it was easy for children to walk.
Yeah.
So then we did like a stepping stones.
Yeah.
And just put plants in the middle.
Wow. I love
So
it.
we have to redo this year because some heavy people have been jumping.
Oh, right.
And this was, this has been on for about 6 years. So obviously we have to redo the wall. And there were 3 cottages here.
Yeah.
And we got some maps. I want to do something with the history, because I have, I have been through the history.
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
So then, you see, for instance, we put this here, because underneath is
A drainage.
a drainage or something. So we wanted to preserve those in case at any time in the future they need to
Access it.
check it.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't look, they can be a table or they can be a seat.
Yeah. So who uses this then? Who comes up
It's
with?
everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Sometimes you see mothers sitting down with the children or
I love
fathers.
it. Is that your?
That's my garden.
Oh, I love it. You wonderful person.
So you see, this is the original Buddleia tree.
Buddleia, yeah,
That's
butterfly
the only
tree,
one.
yeah.
All the other ones that they were here, they all died strangled
By the
ivy.
brambles.
And the wall was completely covered with ivy.
Ivy.
So we did the work in the course of 3 years.
Yeah.
You first cut it at the bottom and at the top, and you leave it to die.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't damage the stone.
Of course, if you pull it, it takes the masonry and
So
all
then we left it, I think, for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then, it came out.
So how long has this taken you from start to finish?
About 10 years.
10 years.
Yes, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. And how
Because-
many people? have had
Well,
to-
I started on my own up to here.
Yeah.
And then when I got here,
Yeah.
I found that I didn't have the strength
Yeah.
because I started
When you had
a year
leukemia.
after my
Oh, bless you.
transplant.
Yeah.
So I asked Steve if he could help.
Yeah.
So he came with his team
Yeah.
and they dug all the brambles out.
Yeah.
It was really very heavy work.
Wow.
So then once
This guy Steve's amazing. Where does he come from?
he is local.
Local, is he?
Yes, that's how I.
Fair play, Steve. What a legend you are.
So then I carry on.
Yeah.
And then when we got here, he said, "Oh, we've done a lot." What do you think?
We've done a lot. Do you
Well,
think we
yes.
get in trouble with it?
Yes. He said, "What do you think if we go all the way to the street?"
Yeah.
So then we start doing that.
Yeah. So wow.
So
That's
it's really
amazing.
him and occasionally, his son, his team.
Yeah.
But I done all the planting and
Yeah.
the propagation and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We discussed how we do this. Like I wanted a sitting place here, so then we sort of did it like that.
So basically, every time you wanted to sit down for a rest, you built a table and chair. I see what you've done.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
But the place is full of daffodils and tulips.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Every year,
So in the spring.
obviously we've been there for years and years.
Yeah.
So I've seen this develop and didn't know. As I said, I thought it was. I should have known that it wasn't a council initiative
it
because
took
it's really
me
good.
about
but
3 years to persuade.
Spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, just another